Hello, hello, and welcome to Geeky Girls Journal. If you all would have known the trouble and the heartache that we just went through, that I just went through trying to get on to connect with you all, woo, you would be like, oh my goodness, I didn't want to call it quits. And Star was there encouraging me. So we're here.
Trouble don't last always.
Trouble don't last always. I mean, you all see that I am currently on my cell phone, so we're just gonna make it work today, and we're gonna, so it didn't work out the way that I wanted to, but that's okay. It's all right, and we're here.
God make it do what it do.
We're gonna make it do what it do, and this will be a good conversation. So hopefully, those of you that are joining for your first time, welcome, and those of you who are familiar with the platform, we're just going to go ahead and get started with this conversation. I think it's going to be a great one. The title today is Should You Tell Your Friend Their Partner is Cheating? Now, that's not going to be the only thing that we talk about. I'm sure this conversation might take a couple turns because you all know how it goes with when Star's here. So, uh,
Don't blame it on me.
the pair of us together. So,
Just an
we
innocent bystander.
just the innocent bystander. So, we are ready to get started. If you're here, thank you for coming in. If you can hear us and see us, put a one in the chat. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. And like it, share it, do all those things. Facebook. Hey, she said, how are you? Do all those things. Facebook, not Facebook, Facebook, YouTube, because I had some friends here from Facebook as well that YouTube loves us to do. And you know what that is. So, Star, you ready to get started? Let me
I'm
just
ready, Freddie.
ready. Yes, happy
Let's rock
Sunday
and
to
roll.
everybody. Let's rock and roll. So I'll just start with that question, since that's what we're talking about here. Should you tell your friend that their partner is cheating? That might be a little heavy for some, but I know it's not for you. So we'll start right there. What would you do? What would you tell your friend? And you can have a couple seconds to ponder on
that,
that. Right?
you know, first of all, my voice is somewhat back, but still not 100%.
Yay, we're happy about that because
Last Sunday, if you were here, I had no voice, so it was pretty horrible.
it was horrible. It was
But
horrible because I felt almost like I was talking about myself. I'm just like, Star.
yeah, I was
So
but, you know what? That is a very difficult question because it to me depends on your relationship with your friends,
yeah,
and it also depends on his or her relationship with their partner. If it's a very serious relationship, um,
see,
yes, it does depend on a lot of things, she said. So
it does.
you can't it's not a yes or no answer. It's like,
Definitely. It's pretty complex. Actually, if you think about it, it's like I'm gonna just be quiet for a second. I don't want to interrupt you.
no, I'm just saying it's that is a
I agree. It's
it's
not
really
cookie.
difficult because you run the risk of ruining your friendship. Um, because when people are in love or mostly in lust, because that's what
Yeah,
it really be,
yeah.
um, they get blind. They lose sight of the big picture. And and especially with women, women tend to think that, when God made theirs, he broke the mold. Like, and I talk about that in my book too. It's special to you,
22 things. Yeah,
but it's special to you. That's your special cookie.
yeah.
And
Right.
that don't mean, yeah, mm-mm.
It
No, there's plenty of cookies on the shelf.
plenty of cookies and different variety, all types of cookies, all different brands,
All types of cookies on the
and
shelf.
all types of cookies. I mean, we had Nabisco. We got. I won't even start naming, but
Right. She
I
said brought up a good point. Is
it's
the
the
cheater
it's
vindictive
the
or
tea. And this
violent?
don't.
Yes, that's another good point because man,
It's a very good point because we will want this to be a question that's simple. and you can just say, oh, I would do this, I would do that.
No,
But
not
it's
this
not.
question. No,
There's so
not
many
not
different
even
variables.
for me.
Right. There's so many different variables. Like what 100 ELT says 100. So
Hey, hi.
yeah,
I'm
so
just,
today,
you know, the thing is, when you said this was the topic, of course, I always have a scenario,
yes.
scenario. So I it's hard, but I have a friend who was dating a guy
Okay.
who my guy caught looking at me. I
Your
didn't
friend was dating
Yeah.
somebody
Fo
and
fo
they
fo follow me
yeah,
closely.
I want to make sure I'm
My
clear on
friend was
your
dating a guy,
okay, got it.
and I was with my guy,
All right. That's the part of this.
and my guy caught her guy looking at me,
Ooh, keep your eyes on your prize.
and it made my guy upset. Now, I didn't see him looking at me, but my guy did, and he got mad with me.
Ooh, it reminds me of that song. Why you over there looking at me? Why
And
your
I'm
man?
like, "What is going on?" Well, I didn't find out until later that he was
Ooh,
upset because I wanted to sit in a certain spot, and he was like, "No, you're not doing that." I'm like, "Why? You know I like sitting in the sun. What's the big deal?" Well, I didn't know he was upset because he had caught her guy looking at me.
looking at you basking in the sun. Oh, so what? So do you remember what happened? Like, well, what type of
Well,
conversation
he and
was
I
held?
ended up getting into it. My guy, we ended up getting into it. Later on, he told me why. And I'm like, "Well, why did you start something with me?" You know,
Yeah,
it's a very difficult thing to handle. Did I want to tell my friend? I did, but was it necessary? I weighed it out. I was like, no, I don't think he's going to be around long enough for it to even matter. And he wasn't.
yeah.
So I still have my friendship. He's gone on to Lululand, wherever that may be. I still have my guy, and everybody's happy.
Every,
But did I ever say anything? No, I didn't. And I have not until this day. It's
hmm,
just, I just keep it to myself. It's not necessary. It would hurt her. And then it still might mess up the friendship because she may not believe me. You know how some women think, oh, you just think everybody wants you. No, I don't think everybody wants me, but he was looking at me inappropriately.
well,
So,
well. See, that's the side of it that I wanted to get into because you have a friend, and like you said, it's not one of those situations where you can just it's cut and dry for everybody because it depends. I think it would depend. First, let me say, when I first thought about this question, the first thing I said was, "Oh, I'm telling." That was my initial thought. I'm telling, and I had to start thinking a little bit more into it because it varies. And I will tell you why I thought my first thought was I'm telling because my loyalty ultimately is to my friend. If I don't know that guy,
exactly.
I don't care about what he's talking about. But it's different sides to it because while my loyalty is to my friend, is my friend able to receive the information that I'm giving her? So,
Exactly.
so just follow me for a second. So I said,
Because you
okay,
said friend.
I said friend, and for me, if I'm calling that person my friend, they really put some work into being my friend. Like it's really a
I,
friendship,
I hear you.
you know. So I was saying, okay, I would tell because I wouldn't want to have that weight on my shoulders. I just want to release it and get it off of me. Like I'm telling
Believe
you,
me, I would like to have the conversation.
see, yeah, perfect. And I just think no matter what, okay. I would like to say I'm telling because I don't want to have it on me. And I would tell, and I know that different people receive the message differently. So hopefully my friend will receive it. But if she didn't, it's kind of tricky because you could very well lose their friendship.
You
I,
could. I'm
you
waving at everyone in the chat
oh,
because
thank you so much.
I don't want to. I don't interrupt.
Yes. Oh, yes. Okay, everyone. So we
You
don't
can
want to
lose that
interrupt.
friendship.
You can
Hmm.
lose that friendship, and because you were trying to do something to help your friend out. So you think in that moment you want to help your
Right.
friend out.
But
And then
now, if it was you and I would tell you.
you tell,
I'm
tell
not worried about losing you. You
exactly.
stuck like Chuck.
I'm
You
stuck.
can't go anywhere. You
You
might not talk to me for a minute, but that's on you.
know,
I'm gonna
I'm
do what I
talking,
gotta do for my
I would talk,
bloodline.
yeah, I would talk to you because I think, no, I
Cause
know.
you know you better.
I better. I would
If
talk to
you
you.
know, you better tell me.
You better tell me too. And I know I would appreciate you telling me. Like you said,
I
be,
would.
my feelings might be hurt depending on what type of relationship it is with that person. Like if I was just dating them for a little while, and what if I was dating other people? I'm married now. I'm just saying if I were dating and
I'm
I would
saying, even if I'm married, you best tell me.
I definitely want
Yes, I seen King Ding up in the China Walk.
yeah, I'm telling. And you know what I'm also
I
doing
want to
because
know. I don't want to know, but I want to know.
yeah, and that's the delicate part. Like with you, I know I could tell. With my sister, it's just certain people, just like we talked about a couple weeks ago. Certain people, you can have certain conversations with, right? So with you, I'm gonna be honest. I think I would even take some snapshots because I want receipts. And
Yes, we need those receipts.
we need receipts, so I want to take a picture. And I was reading something. I heard somebody say they would go as far as going up, walking up to that person so that that person can see them. They'd be like, "Hey, how you doing?" Or send a drink or something to the cheater. We're just gonna say the cheater, so we'll know who we're talking about. Send a drink to that person so that they'll know you saw them. And I was thinking about some different variables. So me, I thought, okay, I would definitely tell, especially if it's you, especially if it's a loved one. Yeah, they might be hurt, they might be upset afterwards, but I need to tell because what if later on they say you knew and you didn't tell me?
Exactly. And I'm
I,
not sending you no drink, a glass of water because you're
I'm not
thirsty.
doing
But
nothing
I'm
because that's
not gonna
money out
send.
my pocket.
I'm not gonna waste my money sending you no shot of Hennessy.
I'm not.
And no, I don't think so.
No, you know what? I'm not sending anything, but what you could do, like if you maybe say, wait, get the waitress or the waiter's attention, and then have them tell the person, like,
Like
stop
I
it.
said, send them a glass of water with
Yeah,
lemon because they thirsty.
then they know. Then they know you were there and that you saw them and they were thirsty and they got
Yeah,
caught.
and then you just go,
Tip your hat. You gonna tip your hat.
I see you.
Yeah, you just go tip your hat like, okay, caught you.
Seriously though, it's
Yeah,
really not. It's a bad situation to be in. It really is.
it is a bad
And
situation. It's a very bad situation. Like I said, I would say that I would tell because I want that person to know, but I will also hope that I wouldn't cause more damage.
but
You
now
know, but
she said made a comment earlier and she said, "What if they're violent?" And
now see that's
then
something
then now that brings a whole nother issue into play.
different. Mhm.
Um and if they're violent, it's not like your friend don't know that.
Right. Those
They're
friends,
well aware
they are aware because
that
they
the
we got
person
those
that they're
emails.
dating is violent and they really have no business being with them anyway,
So I'm
to
helping
tell
them
you the
out. I
truth.
tell you. But
So
that's interesting though
I'm
because
sure
if
they probably know. And that's the other thing. A lot of
so
times women already know the man
they
cheating.
but you had that gut feeling. You already know, right? You like,
Men and women know after a while, okay, something's not right. Because a person can't continue to cheat, I say. You
yeah,
might do it once and get away with it, but you cannot continue to cheat and it not bleed over into your level one relationship, I'll call it.
yeah.
You can't. It's like, oh, I'm in love with two people. No, you're not. Somebody's
And
getting loved less.
somebody is
Sorry.
missing out on more of your on your time. They're missing out on that quality time because you have to
Somebody's
split
getting
your
up.
time. You have to split your energy. You got to split. You paying for two people at this point. I don't like to
That
share. So,
that's yeah, you're not.
but also like I thought about something while because you said she said which she did made the comment about that person being violent. So that's a whole nother topic. But if that person is violent and they're a cheater, then I would hope that my friend would have wanted to leave, or had thought to leave and doing that
I
violence.
dated a violent cheater. Yes, I did.
Yeah, yeah. And then it
You
took,
know that
yes.
I had you doing retarded
Oh,
things
yeah.
on
Climbing
my
things,
behalf.
climbing things. But I gotta say, I don't know
So
why,
I
but
dated a violent cheater.
yes.
Um, and it
And I
was
don't know, but
I
I had some
knew what
one of those excursions with you. I mean, I know that's not what we're talking about, but I just really had some fun.
it
But
it was it was a mess. It was a
yeah,
mess. And yes, they were violent and had been, and I knew they were cheating. This was it's on you, you know, that song, that's on me, baby. No, it's on me, baby.
that's
It's on
also
me.
yeah,
Because I knew he was cheating. I knew he was violent. It was up to me to decide to leave. And like you said, that's a whole nother topic, which we may get into at some point.
yes,
But so you telling me that would not have been news, you know? I was
yeah,
already super sleuth. You could get nothing past me. And besides, I don't want to sound sexist, but men aren't very good cheaters. They're just not.
they're pretty sloppy.
Now, I'm sorry if there's some guys in the chat. If you care to disagree, be
If you care
feel
to disagree,
free.
leave a comment in the side
But
panel.
everybody knows that men are not.
The
Ah, she said
that,
violent cheaters may come after the friend that told on them.
I'm so glad you're reading that because
That's
some
true, but I got something for you.
violent cheat. Okay, so I was saying I would tell, right?
So
But
she said, let's ask, would you tell? She said,
would you tell? She said,
would
I
you tell?
everybody answer that question and put a one
Yes, we
if you
want to
would
know
tell.
what y'all would do.
You
Would you
always do
tell?
one in the chat if you would tell. Put a two if you would say I'm minding my business. But so a part of me, okay, I'm gonna say I had two things happening right here. So the first part of me was like, I'm taking pictures if I can, especially if it's a family member or dear friend that I know trust what I say. But I would also give that person information just to give them the information. Like, here, I'm giving you the information. Do what you want with this information.
Yes, because they may decide, well, it's not enough to make me leave.
Right. And that's their
So you
decision. And
can't, if you tell, you can't get all up in your feelings if they don't react the way you want.
exactly. You cannot be upset and be like, oh, you need to cheat. You need to leave him. You need to, because that's that person's ultimate decision, what and how they want to approach the situation. So I would just say, I'm coming to you as a friend because I love you. I care about your feelings. I don't want you to be hurt. I saw blah, 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 blah. And I'm just giving you this information. What you do with it is up to you. I'm taking myself out of the situation because I don't want to be a part of it. My job was just to tell you. Now you're informed. Do what you want to do with it. I don't care. Stay with them, leave them, whatever. Because I value the relationship enough to say, I just want you to know that. And the other side of it is, what if you saw, and I might get ahead of myself, so I'm gonna just. She says that I had some things for anyone
I
that comes
saw
from.
that. I was laughing. Me too.
Most of us do so.
I learned a great deal from dating a violent person. I got something for you. Come on
You,
with it.
you gotta be prepared. You gotta be prepared to defend yourself. So what if someone? I lost my train of thought. I had to come back to it.
Oh,
Um, oh my goodness. Okay, I got it. So we were talking about. Well, this is one thing I was thinking about. We were talking about, you could lose your friend if you delivered this information,
yes.
and you said, and we both agreed that we have to take ourselves out of it. Once you get that information, just be done with it and let that friend make that decision. Because I think
Right.
also sometimes people don't want the information because they're embarrassed, and maybe they feel like you're going to be a little judgmental of their decision. So
Well,
that's
everybody is, and to be quite honest, you will be judgmental because it's like human nature. But some people don't want to know. They live that ostrich life. They want to keep their head in the sand. They don't want to live reality. They don't want to face reality. They like living in that Barbie doll world. Hey Barbie, hey Barbie, hey Barbie, hey Barbie.
good. Yeah, that, and you know what?
And they
I
don't want
guess
to know.
if they don't know, then they don't have to worry about doing the work. And they don't have to worry about having that, that painful feeling. Because if you really love
But
that person,
but
if you
what
really
they
invested,
do have to worry about is the fallout of ignoring it because there is a consequence. And there could be physical consequences like disease.
yeah, definitely.
I mean, somebody said,
That,
I'm telling
I'm telling
everyone.
everyone. That's
Who
right.
said
Can't stop.
that? Can't stop
Can't
walking.
stop. That's right. That's my.
I'm putting it on social media. I
It's
seen it.
flashing.
I seen it.
Seen it. I seen it with my own two eyes. I'm telling. You know, it, I have to say, I was listening to um, I was reading a couple of articles, and because I just wanted to see different perspectives, and some people were saying I will mind my business. Now I have to say that was the other half of me. The first part was saying I'm telling, I'm doing that. Then the other part was I want to say I want to say I mind my business, but I know I would tell. Like I said, it just depends on that person. If it's somebody that I
If you a
know,
rootin' poot and snooty poot, I'ma just laugh and mind my business.
if if you're somebody that I already know you gonna fire off on me and you gonna just come for me and say, oh, you probably jealous that you don't have a relationship, or because okay, I'm married now, you all, but when I was single, I'm thinking about a couple of people who may have been like, you what if they tried to spin it on you and say, oh, you're just jealous because you don't have a relationship, or blah 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 blah. You want him. People can spin it and make things up and change it and create a narrative, and because you gave that information, you're the person who has to receive that type of attack. So in some cases,
Because they think their cookie is invincible.
they,
We just talked about that.
they think they cookie, they think the guys might think they sausages, you're going to get clowned. she, she just said,
She
um,
said, "Tell and step back," but I would wanna know. I would be upset if my friend knew and didn't tell me. I would too.
yeah, see, that's the thing.
I'd
See,
be like, "We're friends like you, who needs enemies? You
what,
supposed to have my back."
see, that's what we say, she said, and Star, but
That's what
you
we say.
have some women. I don't think it's a good majority. I think the majority of women would want to know, even if their feelings are hurt, even if they
They
whatever.
would.
I think they would want to know because I would prefer to know if somebody is cheating on me. But then I can make the best decision for me, given that information. But for those
And
people who
usually when you tell, it's confirmation because they have done something or said something or behaved some kind of way that gave you an indication that something was foul. Something smells stinking in Denmark. And you know,
yeah,
somebody said, just mind your business. I don't know about that.
mind your business. That's all. Just mind your business.
Because when you have a relationship with someone and they're supposed to be your friend or your sister or, in this case, my niece, you know, uh, she is my business.
That's my business. I make it my business. Like that's what I was reading, and I was just want to give you another perspective. This person, it was a guy, and most of the men that I was reading about was saying the only thing they need to know about, they were saying they wouldn't tell, basically. And they were
Well,
saying
you
the
know how
only thing
men are.
men, well, see, men are different from women anyway. We're a little more detailed, and I don't want to be stereotypical when I say this, but men, for the most part, are just kind of like, whatever, they mind their
But
business.
yeah, but at the same time, if it's their boy, they gonna tell.
They Now
Please stop.
I agree with that, and I think
They
that's
will
the
tell.
truth. Sometimes
They'll be
it's the
like, bruh,
bruh.
I
I saw
seen
you,
that
girl.
hoe. you know.
Yeah, right. They gonna say that. They're not gonna say, "Girl, I saw her. She was at the wing getting blah 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 blah." They
Yeah.
are going to tell,
Bro, you
and
think you got something. They're gonna tell. And they're
they
not
gonna
gonna be very diplomatic about it either.
no, and they
I
gonna
can
be
tell
like, "I
you
knew
that.
she was." Yeah, they not gonna hold their tongue. That's for sure. But some of them were saying they would mind their business, and I was like, and they were saying they would mind their business because the only thing they need to know is, "Oh, that's your girl. Oh, okay, whatever." But you're right. I think if that's really your boy, you're gonna tell. Just like we're really gonna tell if that's our girl. We're gonna tell.
Oh.
Now, if there's somebody, a neighbor down the street that I don't even know, I'll talk to, I probably wouldn't tell. That's not my
Well,
business.
yeah, in that case, you should be minding your business because you're not on that level with them. You don't know them well enough to be telling them, oh yeah, I seen old girl over there.
And what makes me think they're gonna take my word anyway? They don't even really know me
Right.
like that.
They'll know me from a can of paint. So,
Yeah.
who am I to do that? But see, this is where, discretion comes into play because, and sometimes here's another scenario. You might be out with the permission of your partner with someone, and someone sees you and thinks you're cheating, and you're
Yes,
not.
that's right. That was the other thing I was gonna say. Because what if you were out with a colleague, or what if your aunts came to town, right? And your girlfriends don't know everybody that's in that person's family. Maybe not anybody that's in that person's family. And they went out to dinner with them, and then they said, "Hey, I had this information for you. I saw Joe. I'm just saying the name. If your name is Joe, I'm not talking about you. I saw Joe out with another lady, and they might have even taken a picture. She looked like this." And then you show me. She's like, "Oh, okay. Well, that's." Oh, well, the person, first of all, let me look at the friend's perspective. The friend is just trying to look out for the other friend. And there's like, "Hey, I'm just bringing you this information because I saw this and I wanted you to know. I knew it wasn't you, so I just wanted you to know that I saw him with somebody else." So I think
Right.
the
And
friend
if
in this
to him
scenario,
is your nephew and you're a fabulous looking aunt like me,
right,
they
right,
might think your nephew is cheating.
they might think she's cheating. And then the only thing the woman has to say is, "No, oh, okay, no, that's his aunt. I knew they were
That's his
going."
aunt,
Now,
fool.
right, boo. Now problem is solved though. Well, I'll be like, "Okay, I didn't know I'm your friend. I just want you to know, hey, this all
Right. Oh, I
is
was
no
but
pressure."
but then you would still be like, but good looking though.
Right, good looking out. I still want to know.
Like you would know, gee, that person got my back. And if it was somebody else, they would have told.
Yeah, absolutely right. I've had that happen before where I was dating somebody and one of my friends told me, but this person was in a fraternity, and you know how they have like not little sisters, but they have like the
Right. Yeah.
sisters.
Basically.
It was one of those things, and I confronted him and I said, "Hey, I heard you were out, and the person was like this." I asked him about. He's like, "Oh no, that was just such and such." Fortunately for me, I knew the person, and I was just like, "Oh, okay, that's who it was." So I went back and asked my friend, "Did she look like da da da?" I want details. What did
Right.
she look like? Because I want to make sure that person wasn't lying. I want to match these people up.
Right.
Did she look like this and that? And she was like, "Yeah, she had this. She had hair, looked like that. Blah blah. She had on the shirt, this and that." I was like, "Oh, okay, great, problem
Oh my
solved."
goodness. Somebody not playing. Easy hiking. I was cheated on. My friend told me I got a divorce immediately. 2 years later, my friend and my ex-husband now have a child together. Wait, what?
Oh wait, did he
He
say?
just threw a whole nother monkey wrench in the
Oh,
situation.
yes. So
Wow, that's two issues right there, my dear,
two, I
because
can't.
you were
You said that.
cheated on and your friend told you.
I told you.
So was it your friend that was cheating?
2 years later, my
I'm I'm
friend, my
I'm
ex-husband
trying to.
now. Oh, my 2 years later, my friend and my ex-husband have a
So was
child.
it your friend that was Yeah, they that is
Oh,
nasty.
nasty. But
That's just nasty.
is it still your
Was it
friend?
your
My sister.
friend that was cheating with your ex-husband that told you your ex-husband was cheating? Can we
We,
follow
we,
that?
we we need answers because we need to get to the bottom of this because that's
Hurry up,
interesting.
hurry
Thank you
up,
for saying
hurry up.
that.
Don't keep me hanging.
Ooh, I know.
I
Okay.
mean, because now she's saying 2 years later, my friend and my ex-husband now have a child together. Or was it he was cheating with someone else and your friend caught him and told, but it was also a matter of haterade because your frenemy, wanted your ex-husband as well and knew that if you told oh, this is really kid follow. You gotta be
No, go
careful
ahead.
of
We
follow.
start. Yeah.
Because you
Oh, I could not put that up on the screen, but that's funny.
you t-
Crazy.
your friend told you knowing that you would be like, I'm getting a divorce and now I can have him. But the thing is if you know that somebody's man is cheating
Okay.
and you tell his wife, who is your friend, and your wife is like, bye, boo, and you want that person, why? They cheated on your friend. Why wouldn't they cheat on you?
Well, because they're
Because
different.
everybody think they got the best cookies. I
Like you
keep telling
said,
you.
they got a different shop. They set up shop differently. So just because he cheated on her don't mean he gonna cheat on me.
Yeah, but I still wouldn't trust that. He cheated on my friend.
First of all, how are y'all still friends? Did I miss something? Are they still friends? Are y'all still friends?
No, no, no longer friends. Saw
Okay,
them
y'all
on
said
Facebook.
I couldn't be friends. I don't know no
Ooh,
longer
that's
friends.
some boo boo.
I oh,
Ooh,
I
yeah,
don't want
we are
to.
ninja slapping.
You know what? Look,
We
that's what me together.
Where's my sound effects?
I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you got somebody another boo or enjoying your singleness because we
That
talk about
is
that.
god awful.
That
Yeah,
is
sometimes in this case, you need to be enjoying singleness. I know I needed a breather in between my cheating episodes. I was just so tired of it. It just gets old.
it's exhausting. I would think.
It's very exhausting. Like, oh
Oh,
my God. Are we still doing this? Like, if you don't want to be with somebody, you ain't got to cheat. Just exit stage left.
that's what my thing is. If you want to cheat, why are you in a relationship?
Exactly, she said.
If that's how you got them, you release them. Well, yeah,
I'm trying to tell you, old habits die hard. And if
that,
you a cheater and you have not changed your ugly ways and you're not repentant, you
not
gonna
repent.
cheat again.
That's
You're
that's
not
that's the key
repentant,
word right there. Repentance. You got to have repentant spirit because
you gonna
that's why
cheat again.
they say once a cheater, always a cheater. But like you said, if you repented, if you have a repentant spirit and you went to God and you know you're a changed person,
Yeah, because I believe anybody can change if and they want to. And yes,
first
Tamika, she was
of all,
never your friend.
we're
Hey,
gonna say
that's a
God
friend code right
can
there.
change anybody. He can change anybody. So I'm not trying to get a
You
cheater
got
a
to want
pass.
to change though.
You have to want to
And
change.
some
Yeah.
people are habitual cheaters. That's
But
their game.
they are
That's
habitual
what they
cheaters.
do.
You,
There's no reason in the world for them to cheat. They just do it.
Tamika says she don't remember the friend code. Absolutely.
She didn't
First
remember
of
the
all,
friend code.
exactly, Tamika. I don't
And
want
we
to
talked about this in another live.
yeah,
Like,
we did.
me and my friends were never attracted to the same type of guys anyway. So, who said that? They just nasty. Where is it? Where is it?
I know
Yes,
it's
she
something
said
something.
they just
She
nasty.
said they
What
just
she said.
nasty. Yeah, what she said what she said. How about
I
that?
don't want somebody that my friend had.
Because
Ooh,
wouldn't that
sloppy
be
seconds.
I'm sorry, what'd you say? Sloppy second.
Sloppy seconds.
Sloppy seconds, but it's awkward because if you're still friends, if I was no longer friends with that person, it wouldn't matter. I could care less. But if I were still friends and we were in the same vicinity, like you know, when you're friends, you get together,
Wait,
you have
no, that's not a scenario because if that went down, we not still friends. We can't be.
you talking about if the friend took if the friend took your man, I,
Yeah, well, I'm just
I'm
going
not gonna
by
be
what the scenario was in the chat.
okay. Let's go back to this chat because I saw something. You might have to read it for me, Star, because I can see it a
Oh,
little bit. So,
it can't stop walking. Said, all my wife has to do is buy me a lawnmower, and I'm turned on. I'm not going anywhere. You come
turned
cheap,
on
baby. You come cheap.
turned on like the lawnmower because I don't like share. Exactly, Tamika. I do not share. I don't share.
Sloppy seconds. I do
That's
not want
why
to think about. See, that's another show because
it's a
that's
whole nother
another
time.
reason why you don't have those conversations when you're dating that so many young people like to say, how many people you been with? Boy, don't ask me that.
We don't need to talk about body count right now because I found that's what they call the body count. Don't
You
that
can't handle the truth.
you
Don't
don't
ask me that.
no, we know where telling people what your body count is
You
will get
know
you.
what?
First
If
of all,
it wasn't circa me and you, don't even worry about it.
I don't think that that's something that you
I don't think so.
first of all, that's the past. Why are you worried about the body count?
But they do. And see, and then and with men, they get a visual. I don't care if you say 1 or 50, they get a visual
They
and
get a
they
vision.
can't get it out their head.
You know,
You
it's true.
never talk about body count ever.
Talk about it. Don't talk about body count. Let me tell you, I was listening to this podcast maybe 3 or 4 days ago, and they were talking about body count. That's how I learned the term because I didn't even know body count was a thing, y'all. So, so the guy was talking about the lady asked him if, and we're just going to digress for a second, you all, because this is important. The lady asked, they were talking about body count, right? And he said, although he sleeps, he's very active. I'm just gonna say he's active, and he has multiple partners. But he said, so the lady asked him, okay, so if would you date a woman that was doing the same thing you did? And he said, I have to be honest. I
No,
want my. Well, he said no. He said I want her to be a virgin. So I was like,
no. But if you screwing everybody, how can somebody be a virgin? I'm trying to understand that. I can't. I just can't. Please,
thank
for the love
you.
of God, do not tell me body count. Yes, I agree.
I don't
Double
want to tell anybody.
standards.
Who
Yes.
said that? It's a double standard, and that is a whole nother show because we can talk about
Men
double
can't
standards
take that conversation. Don't you ever, ever,
ever, ever, ever.
ever, ever. I made
Don't
that mistake too. I'm
don't
telling you, y'all,
don't
I
tell
ain't this age for nothing. I made that mistake too.
experience.
And I didn't tell. They found my little book. Oh,
Oh, you
Jesus,
should have.
Lord.
Little
Oh,
book, you got
Jesus, Lord.
see,
Oh, Lord. And see, and they went through and they started reading things and they didn't understand what they were reading. And so it just got out of hand. And
what
it was like, what is this? Something you ain't had no business looking at.
you you people who write everything down and don't put it away. You put it in your drawer, but when you
It
had
was put away.
but they go through your drawers. They
See,
not
I
go,
don't expect people to go through my private things.
but they will. Medicine cabinet, drawers, old
You
luggage.
know, live and learn. It's
You live
no
alone.
longer written down. It's
You
in the Dead Sea Scrolls in my head.
I would say this. You don't want to ask, oh, can you all see that? I would say this. Don't ask something you can't fully be prepared to accept the answer to. Because like we were talking about body counts. If somebody says what if you hounded them? Oh, I want to know the body count. What's your body count? Blah, 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 blah. And the person
Right.
and then you're like,
What you need to be asking for is a medical record.
a
Don't worry
medical
about the body count.
we want to make sure all your parts are right. Snooping, right. Right. Snoop. Forget that. I
The
will.
difference is the screwer and the screwy.
Who said that? Oh,
um,
bad,
BA
but
said that.
I see. Okay, BA. Yeah.
That
No,
was funny. But
I
I'm
don't.
just seriously,
I've never asked anybody in previous relationships about their body count
I don't
because
ask because I don't care. I don't want to know. Long
I
as
don't
you
do it.
healthy and we good and it still work, we okay.
Exactly. I'm about to stand up and walk
I'm
away.
just saying.
You got
Well,
all
this
your
is the
parts.
PG version,
As
but
long as
still,
you
I
have the
think
parts,
everybody knows.
as long as you have the parts that you were born with and they work properly, and you don't have anything, there's nothing wrong with the parts. We're
I'm
okay
good.
because
I'm good.
I don't want to know what my husband. I didn't ask him that before we got married. Why?
I
Because
didn't
I didn't.
ask mine either.
It was not my business.
I don't
What
care what he did.
either? He didn't ask me either, and I
I
probably would
mean, I really didn't have to. My husband had been married since he was 5.
have now. What What good? I just want to know what good is it going to do
Woo!
you? What good is it going to do you if you ask that person, what's your body count? Just so you can know, well, how is it going to be helpful?
That's just one of those questions that you just need to leave in your head. And if
Just
it's
leave it alone.
plaguing you that bad, then maybe you shouldn't even be with that person. I don't
It's
even
in my head. And some
there's other things to worry about in a relationship
you might have forgot
other
how many
than
people you had in your body count. Like,
right, right. You know,
who
or I'm gonna
cares?
sit here and recount all of that.
Right?
No,
I'm gonna
some
reach
of the
out.
people I wanted to forget about.
And some of the people you did forget about because
It was a mistake. Blame it on the henny. Blame it on. I'm just saying.
I I have a question.
Shh, don't tell nobody.
I have a question. See, because okay, would you all? I have another question. Would you all ask your friend? I have a question. Would you ask not ask your friend? Okay, say you saw a friend and they were in a relationship, and you saw the relationship in your mind. The relationship was doomed. Like you just saw it going down a destructive path. Would you offer your opinion
Nope.
to that friend? That was easy. Oh, Cruiser said, take it to your grave. Yeah. So no is your
I've
answer.
learned.
Say in the chat, would you offer your opinion to your friend? If your friend, if you saw their relationship going downhill, or if you saw their relationship, just that's not the right person for them, would you
I
tell
don't
them?
care if it was going downtown. I'm not offering my unsolicited advice. I
No,
learned about that too. No, no, no.
no, 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 don't tell. So you can't offer your unsolicited opinion. Unsolicited opinion. You have to
Yes. And that
watch.
is something to throw in the face when they get mad at you. You're the one that told me, and no, I don't want to hear that. Nope. In that instance, be quiet. They know their relationship raggedy. You ain't got to tell grown folk everything.
Nah, you
You
don't.
just don't. It's not like you dealing with a teenager. Son, that girl is no good for you. That's a whole different thing. But
Can't
when you're
stop.
dealing with grown folks that's the same age as you should know.
They
I'm
can
not
figure out.
offering my unsolicited advice.
And don't
And I
look at
don't.
everybody's in good company. It's saying most people in the chat are saying no, they will not tell. No, no,
No, I'm not offering no.
no.
You know that relationship is trash. Why I got to tell you that?
Exactly. You can't. You know what? And also, what if I'm just gonna play devil's advocate? What if you feel like it's trash? And we said sometimes like the family members will look at it from a different set of eyes. Like you might just be it's
Mhm.
so clouded, and you like I see that thing about to crash from a mile away, but you're not gonna offer your opinion. And if you did, like that person, like they might just have to learn that tough lesson.
One man's trash is another man's treasure.
And it might
What
be a
you think
difficult
is
pill to swallow.
trash may be functional for them. Some people's relationship look like trash, and that joint is functional for them.
Yeah,
They love having a big stankin' fallout argument because the makeup stuff is really good.
that's true. They might like that functional.
Some people, that's how they function. Let sleeping dogs lie. If
Yeah,
their relationship look raggedy to you, leave
let it
that
be done.
judgment to yourself. Say
Just keep
something for
your lips zipped.
Jesus.
You say keep your lips zipped, huh?
Keep them put a ziplock on them lips. I would not offer unsolicited advice. Now,
I would,
if you know that your friend is serious about somebody and they get ready to be trying to want to get married and all of this good stuff, and you seen that person doing something they ain't had no business doing, then yeah, I would have to bite the bullet and tell. But that's all I would tell. I seen them. They was doing something they wasn't supposed to be doing. I might even have receipts, but
repeat.
I'm still not gonna offer my unsolicited. Girl, should I leave them? That's up to you.
That's your choice.
I'm
So we
just
said
telling you what I seen. You
keep
make that
those
decision.
lips. And okay, so I have a question to ask you, and I see we're at 44 minutes. So I'm going to ask this question because I know it's going to end up going this way. So let me ask this question if you're finished.
I
Star.
agree, BA.
Would it be
I was listening to you. I'm finished. BA said giving advice is different than talking about reality. That's like when people say, don't judge me. If you're telling them the truth is not judgment. So people get blinded by lust. They do. Truth is not judgment. I'm telling you truth. He raggedy, she raggedy. You know this, I know this. But if you want to stay in that relationship, that's up to you. I'm going to love you all the same.
I'm
But
gonna.
when raggedy just falls all the way down to the ground, don't come crying and looking for no sympathy because you were warned.
Well, they're not ready to accept it because you, like you said, you know or have a feeling most of the time. And I haven't been cheated on that I know of. I might have been when I was dating. I'm pretty sure I probably somebody cheated somewhere. I just didn't know about it. But that's not that. You know, you had information and you do it. It's my take. You do with the information what you would like to do with it. So I have a different perspective that I want to ask you all about. And it was about the cheater. So I want to get back to that for a second. Oh, somebody said, "This say mind your business."
Mind your
Mind your
business.
because when the makeup. Okay, what is that? Okay,
Because
because when
when
they
they make up, they gonna blame you.
because they have a relationship
You
and you're
tried
just
to
like
bust
that.
us up.
See, that's the okay, that was the thing. So this is the question I have, and it's gonna go into that. So the question I have for you all, and if you would do this, put a one in the chat, and if you would not do this, put a two. So I was listening to somebody's perspective on this, and they said that okay, if they saw the person cheating and the person was cheating on their friend, right? They would go to they would go to that partner, the cheater, we'll just say the cheater, just so that everybody's clear on what I'm saying. They would go to the cheater and talk to them and tell them, hey, I see you. And if you, let's just say they know they're cheating, and this is not an aunt, this is not a cousin, not somebody from the South that's come to visit, or not a colleague, but this is somebody that they're actually cheating with, right? They said they would tell them, if you don't tell your partner what you're doing, I'm going to tell. And they gave them, like, say you get 24 hours or a week or a month or whatever time frame it is, and if you don't tell them within a certain amount of time, or if you just don't tell them, I'm going to tell them.
See, that's
So
too much.
that's a lot. So what I was thinking, that's what you say, Star, that's too much. What do you all say in the
I
chat?
ain't got time to referee nobody else's relationship.
So
This ain't no halftime. You get 2 minutes to make the right choice. No, bruh. And I'm not going to the partner because she made a point earlier. What if that person is violent? What if they're violent and you don't know they're violent?
right. What if they're violent? But what I thought about when I heard this, I was like, huh, that's different. I never thought about it that way because I would not go to the person. Also, what if you don't even know that person? So you just gonna go to
Exactly.
the person and like I feel
That's
like if you know,
threatening.
say we all in a friend group or something like that, it may be a little
That's
different.
threatening.
Yeah, it's
You
threatening
can't
because
go to a total stranger and be like, I see you, and I know you date my girl, and I'm going to give you a few minutes to come clean.
right,
Or what? Or
right.
what?
Or else, if you don't come clean, you gotta or else. And then what if they don't? Like, also, what if that person has the time to spend it?
They may have. They may have, David. They may
They,
have agreed to swingers relationship. And we said that earlier. I said they may know.
they might
'Cause, you know,
know.
that's what we do, boo.
They
I
might
just
know.
saw this movie, and he's probably referring to that movie on BET. It was called something or other. Open.
Uh,
Open. Yeah, with the Essence, the actress, Essence,
Essence,
whatever her name is.
Essence,
Yeah, I think that's her name, Essence Atkins. Anyway, and I can't think of the other guy's name, but he's a known actor. And they were playing this couple that was in an open relationship. They elected to go into an open relationship, and there's reasons why. But my point in saying that is one of their couple friends, she saw the wife in a compromising position with another guy. And she went back to her husband, was like, ooh, I seen da 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 at the coffee shop with this dude, and he was filling out her butt and he was kissing her, and oh, she cheating on him. So old dude, her husband, went to play basketball with the supposedly cheatee's husband, and he was like, yo, man, your girl, I hate to tell you, but he's like, oh, well, I didn't never say anything to you, but we are in an open relationship. He was like, wait, what?
Oh,
So yeah, I said all that to say, yes, I agree. Some people could be in an open relationship. They may
yeah,
be swingers.
they might be. Also, that person can flip flop and switch it up and say, "Oh, if you say, okay, I'm giving you X amount of time to go tell them," they might go back. They're gonna go back to their spouse or partner
And
and go back
set
and
you up.
set you up. Hey, I saw such and such, and they just
No,
mad.
they'll set you up. Your girl been trying to hit on me.
That
I don't
too.
want to say nothing to you, but what, my girl? No, she would never do that. I'm telling you. And now it's a big old
That's
nasty
a big thing. And
line circle.
that person can also, say, oh yeah, they're just jealous of our relationship and they want what we have. They can spin it any kind of way they want. So that's why
Mind your
I
business. In that sense, in that instance, I'm agreeing.
mind
Mind
your
your
business.
business. The world
Mind
be
your
a better
business.
place.
That's all. Mind your business. Just mind your business.
Mind your business.
Wow. Mm.
So,
The cheater wins in that case, huh? It was a
I mean, nobody wins a war. If you cheating, you gonna get yours too eventually. Karma's a mother.
eventually, because all those
My
things come
cheater
to
got
light.
hit. My cheater met his demise. So yeah, and I
So
didn't have anything to do with it. So
no,
you
no,
gonna
you
get
didn't. You're gonna get yours eventually.
mm-hmm. Eventually.
So cheaters, if you out there, stop cheating. Why cheat? I just have a hard time wrapping my head around it. I mean, I guess that's for the person who wants their cake and eat it too. But just then be a polygamist. Just do that and make sure all
No,
parties know,
just be single.
or just be single. Because why commit? Why commit if you don't cheat? You're a cheater, then hopefully
It's
y'all
just
can
that's a waste of folk time. If you don't want to be in a committed relationship, then just don't.
just
The
don't cheat.
only open part I agree with is when you open the door and
I'm, where are we? I'm not getting punched.
somebody's a comedian.
Yes, I'm mind your business because when the make
Yeah,
oh,
you don't want to read that out loud.
okay, I won't. Let me just. I've had those talks with friends, but never told them what to do. Okay, I
That's
missed all.
right. You shouldn't tell them. You
Somebody said I'm
shouldn't.
not getting punched in the face. She said,
I ain't gonna get punched in the face. Like she said earlier, I got something for you. Come on. Come on with
I'm
it.
minding my business. But like you said, if it's somebody that's near and dear to my heart, oh, I'm telling. I'm telling. I might record you. I'm definitely gonna take a picture because I want some receipts here. I'm not just telling you that. I didn't, because what's that person say? Well, did you really see him? Maybe it was somebody else, or maybe it was somebody who looked like him. No, this is the picture. I got it. I have proof. I have a video.
And I'm
I'm,
not going to, you know, tabernacle, dilly dally, and take a lot of time trying to convince you. I'm gonna just tell you what the facts are, and I'm gonna let you just decide on how you want to handle it. And I'm gonna back out. I'm going
yeah,
to bow out. I just wanted to let you know. But yeah, no, that's not a good thing to do.
yeah. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm telling you all, and I'm just gonna stick to it. I'm telling, and I don't. Like I said, I don't care what you do with the information. I just want to give it to you because I don't want that on my shoulders. I don't want that on my chest. I'm like, listen, I
Mhm.
told you, and that way, if it comes back 2 years later and you said, I'm done with him, he's a cheater, and I'm just gonna be like, my mouth
And
closed. I'm just
see,
looking.
and and before we start wrapping up, back to what I said earlier, it was like, that person and I didn't, he didn't cheat with me. It's just that he was doing something that was totally inappropriate and he got caught. And I still did not want to say anything to my friend because I just felt like he ain't gonna be around. And he's not, and he wasn't. It was insignificant.
Yeah. So
It was trifling, but no.
yeah,
And I probably never will say anything.
well, it's irrelevant. Like if you, I mean, as her friend, I'm sure you probably had conversations with her that made you feel like he's not gonna be around for a long time. Maybe it's no longevity. So why even say something about it? It might have just been pointless to bring it up. And I need my laptop.
Oh
Oh,
boy.
I was to say I'm
This person.
dating just a date. Let's see. You start laughing. Okay, I got a prayer,
Yeah,
everyone. Can you
David
read?
Corey said it. People should just say I'm dating, and it means just that. And that's what I said when I was single. I'm dating.
Bad butt. You see what he said?
Plain and simple.
Yes, I agree. So just say I'm dating. Like, if you know you are not ready for a committed relationship, just don't do it to that other person. Stay single and be happy in your singleness. That way you don't have to explain to people,
I
you
didn't
know,
have to explain anything. I mean, when I was dating my husband, he was like, "Well, are you seeing anybody else?" Yeah.
I'm single and ready to mingle.
You ain't the onlyest one.
You ain't the only one. Guess what? It's competition, buddy.
You
So be on
got to
your
you got to do things to become the onlyest
side.
one.
You gotta show me your whole deck, your whole hand. I want to know what you have to offer. Don't hold
He
back.
well, he ended up having a big joker, but that's not the point. The point is
I'm not.
I
No.
was not fronting. It was like, listen, we not there. I'm dating. I see other people. I'm just letting you know.
And I think that is the way that it should happen. You got to be honest about it. Like, why are people out here in the streets just lying? Just tell the truth. Tell the truth. And in that way, people can't say, I didn't know. And, if there's some feelings involved, at
Right.
least they knew you weren't trying to be conniving. You weren't trying
Right.
to, be destructive because that's what happens. People's feelings are, you know,
And
involved.
that is another topic for another time because time's almost up. But the
It
point,
sure is. Just 6
because women, and we need to talk about this one. Women, they tend to just get serious with everybody. Like, why women just can't date? You go out with somebody, now he your boo. You went out with this dude one time. You don't know nothing about him, and you
Yeah.
expect
Not
him to
all
be
women. I didn't care.
what? Come on. You don't even know this dude. You don't know. And then now all of a sudden, who you talking to? What you doing? You're just dating. Have fun. Date. You can
That's
date
being
more than one person at a time and not be a hoe. I didn't say you had to sleep with everybody. And if that's what you want to do, protect yourself and keep it to yourself. But come on now. Date. You can date more than one guy, ladies. It's okay. It's okay. Men do it all the time.
all the time. I dated
And
multiple people.
that's why your heart ends up getting broke
Exactly.
because you be
If you
like,
got somebody else to call, you can call that person right.
yes, you
Oh, okay,
sitting up
doing so
waiting on Harry, and Harry done went out with somebody else. When,
a good time.
Greg asked you to go out last week, you should have said yeah. Then you wouldn't be sitting up waiting on Harry. Now you mad at Harry. Y'all not committed. You
Y'all
just
not
having a
committed.
date.
You don't have a ring. It was a date, and they
I
can make
just had
decisions.
to say that. I
Yeah.
just had to say that.
Well, thank you for your 25 cents on today.
No, you know, women are physical and emotional, but you got to be logical. You know, God made us physical and emotional, yes, but you can think for yourself. Like, literally, that's what Geeky Girls is, thinking for yourself.
Let me tell you what. I'm making the best decision for me. For me, I know that might sound selfish, but why am I concerned about that
No,
person's feelings? I'm making the best decision for me. And when I dated multiple people because, like you said, sometimes I didn't want to be bothered. Other times, like you said, if somebody was like, oh no, I'm busy doing something. Okay, cool. Next.
and I'm going out with Larry.
I'm going out. I'm gonna have a good
I
time.
might
And
not even like Larry as much as I like Harry, but I'm going out with Larry because Larry taking me to the Sizzler.
the system's still around there. It's funny because it is
It
59.19. We
is.
30, we got 46. Oh, look, that's funny. Yeah, they fall fast. So in conclusion, Star, would you like to not me? I'm sorry. I'm trying to look through these Um,
Oh, no, no, no.
Not me.
I've read them.
Okay, yeah, I didn't
I
catch up.
mean,
Sorry.
I just think in
Oh,
conclusion, basically
okay.
it just is what it is. If they're a relative or somebody that you feel ultra close to and that trust you, then yeah, I would tell. But that's about
Yeah,
it. I would tell and I would just not. Now Larry might win. Oh well, Harry.
well, he gets the
You
prize.
right. You right. You right.
Oh well, Harry.
I'm
Harry
a
should have stepped his
witness.
name up.
I'm a
Well,
witness.
here's the thing, and I know we got to go. This got to be real quick. Harry should have stepped his game up. Sorry, Harry. Sorry, not sorry. But if you were really trying to get that prize, like, wouldn't you put all your cards on deck and work hard? Yes. So bye
I'm
bye,
telling you, David, Larry won.
winner, 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 chicken dinner. That's life. That's life. And
That
Harry now,
that's 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 how my husband got me. His
yeah, Harry can't be
consistency.
bad, and Harry can't be
His
upset about
consistency. That's right. And Harry can't be mad
it.
because you was doing something else and he was there. He was there.
He picked up the pieces.
That's
So,
exactly correct.
in
So
conclusion,
anyway,
Star said what I would say. I would tell, especially if that's somebody that I genuinely care about and I want the best for them. I'm telling. And like I said, I'm getting receipts because I want to have proof. I don't want that person to just think I'm, smoke is coming out the side of my behind. I want to tell them, look, and I got a picture. You can see what the person had on. This is where they were. I got location down, everything. So
darn cell phones.
everything. I'm coming with receipts. I'm not sending that person to drink because I'm not spending my money on them. I might tip my
Some
hat like
water.
water. That's free, maybe, depending on the restaurant. But I'm going to tip my hat, like you said. I'm minding my business. I gave you the information. Do with the information. Do what you want to do with the information. But I think as a friend, if that's truly your friend, tell them. And don't be, just try not to be judgmental. Take yourself out of it. Get them the
Yeah,
information. You're just the person delivering the message. That's it. Deliver the message. Here it is
that's
on the
it.
platter. Do what you want to do with it, and I'm out of it. So, with that being said, I'm a
I
hate.
think I think all of our relationships will be a lot healthier.
He should have took you to the Cheesecake Factory. I agree. If people mind your
Trust me,
business,
he ain't take me to no Sizzler.
worth more than that. I mean, he said, Geeky, you hate it. No, I'm telling David, if I saw you and somebody, no, I'm just playing. No, I'm telling, if it's a family member, somebody that I'm close to, let's just say somebody I'm really close to, because there's some family members I'm not close to, and that's not my
Right.
business. That ain't my business. But
It's
if
like,
it's
okay.
Star, I'm telling, she already knows that. So, and I would expect her to do the same for me because even
She
though
would
my
expect me to tell.
I want to know if you, in fact, if you didn't tell me, I will be very upset about that.
From
I
all the way down here in Florida, she would be like, "Okay, so you couldn't tell me that?"
Right. You couldn't tell me. I thought we were better than that. Now I might be a little
Yeah.
upset about that. I'm gonna be more upset, to be honest with you. I would be more upset about you not telling me. I know we
Yeah.
talked about people who get upset about you telling me. I'm not that person. I'm more upset about you not telling me because I'd much rather know. And then I can decide what I'm gonna do with that information. And I'm going to that person. I'm having a talk. Like it's gonna be some confronting going, some confrontations. So
Well, this
I
is
want to know.
definitely a hot topic, and
Yes,
I've
it is.
enjoyed myself.
I have enjoyed myself as well. Thank you so much for coming, Star. Thank you. I appreciate it. And this has been great. Thank you all in the chat for contributing. And I hope you all have a great rest of your night and enjoy the rest of your week. We will see you next week, Sunday
I
at 6.
can't I can't with these chat comments.
I know. Look, I will be reading the chats all day long. I better hurry and get out of here. Harry, hang up when you get. Oh, oh yes.
I
Okay.
can't.
Oh, we have got to go. Star. Let's bounce. All right. See you all next Sunday at 6 p.m. Share this out,
Oh
like it,
God,
share it with somebody because somebody's going to learn from
y'all
this.
so funny. Thanks for coming. It was
Thanks
fun.
for coming. We had a great time. I appreciate it. See you all later. Bye bye. I got to find